Good morning or good evening YouTube, Invu is back here with another video, and today we're talking about the biggest change coming to INFINITEMagicraid in a very long time. And this one will be like for both new players and beginners. If you're watching this video here, definitely stay a while and listen. And also for veteran players, this will also be one of the biggest changes coming, and it is the new division system that we need to talk about just real quick here, I think, because it's worth noticing what is going to happen here. So if you haven't heard or haven't been on the Discord or whatever where the INFINITEMagicraid, the official team, is putting their news, you won't have seen that on Thursday, which is actually tomorrow, we'll be getting a new division added. It's called the Apex division. To begin with, it was called the Supreme Division, but they changed it, and now it's called the Apex Division. Doesn't really matter, but what you need to know about it and what is important to know about it is that it will be for servers that are more than 24 months old. So basically, servers that are more than 2 years old, they would go to this new division called Apex Division. What it will mean is actually, if you go to look at the division system here, you can see that we have the ultimate division here at the last end here. You can see it here that accounts or servers that are between 1 year and 2 years, you will still be in the ultimate division. Nothing will change for you. But if you are on server, I think it's 74 and then under that, so from server 1 to server 74, and then your server is more than 2 years old, and it might be 75 as well, or 76, right? But at least 74 is what I know, because I looked at the Discord page about the announcement for the server. And if you're from 1 to 74, 75, whatever, you are going to be going to the Apex division. Okay, and why is this important? First of all, what it means is that you will be competing with other accounts that have also played for more than 2 years, or at least the server has been active for more than 2 years, okay? And it also means that for anyone staying in Ultimate Division, it's going to be a lot easier for you guys, because I'm going to show you here. This guy here, he will be gone from your leaderboards. I'm talking about week. And we have to talk about him because he is the strongest player in the game. He wins everything at Ultimate Division, Championship in PvP, Supreme Arena, Sand Arena, whatever it's called. He wins this Liuli thing here every day, I think. Maybe he gets beaten once in a while. No, see, he just wins every day. And he is from server 68 actually. So he will be going to the Apex Division with the other accounts that are more than 2 years old, and he will continue to win that. So someone like me who is on server 22 here, I will still have weak in my division, so I won't be winning anything. But for you other guys that are with some newer servers, you're going to be having a lot more fun for sure. Could be someone like let's just take a random dude here, Scallywag, whatever. Server 113, so he's going to be like maybe 20 or 30 weeks. He's going to be, so almost a year, right? Or at least more than half a year. He will be able to maybe win his leaderboard, okay? And you'll be competing in champs with other people also of the same division. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, like for the leaderboards and stuff like that. Also for the guilds. Not too sure at the moment what happens to guild, like if someone maybe was in our guild Bushido and they are not in Apex Division, can they still play and such? What if they leave? Can they still join the server or the guild and stuff like that, right? I don't know the full details, we'll have to see tomorrow, I guess. So, but you're going to losing a week from your division, which is nice, right? That's good for you. Good for you guys, now you can win something. And yeah, I think another change, another thing I want to talk about, which is very important, is actually for new players. Okay, it's actually if new players, like when you join this game here, and you are getting into these divisions here. First of all, you're going to be based on the server that you're on, and you're going to compete with other people from your server the first 30 days. After that, you're going to go to the Novice Division, Trial Division, Elite Division, Master, and Legendary Division, and then Ultimate Division, and now also Apex Division, okay? So what this means is that before this new change here, the first year, you were pretty much in your own little bubble. You were pretty safe, you could actually win stuff, you might be able to compete if you put some money in. But then after a year, you would just be put into the big pool of players with accounts that are more than 3 years old at this point now. We've just had the 3rd anniversary, so some accounts like the ones from server 1 and like server 1 to maybe 20, or even my account is 30, not 30, 3 years old now, okay? It's a lot of passive stats, it's a lot of like passive stuff, and I know that all the new heroes, they are much better and they're power creeping all the old ones, so it's kind of not really relevant to talk about all the old heroes. But just from the inner sanctuary stuff, and like this here, if you go look at my stuff, like you can see the sanctuary here is full for me, right? I got some inner sanctuary going, I got some talents going maybe. All of that passive stuff there, you won't have it, right? But then there are some systems implemented into these division systems so that you get like, I can't click these here, but it's you get more of the talents. You get 50% more talents, you get 50% more whatever. So try and catch up, right? And then you go to Ultimate Division, and you're just stuck with someone like me or like Weak, Eturon, all of those big Kragans, and you can't win anything. You are going to not win anything. And after like having dedicated 1 year of your life to this game, you then find out that okay, I could compete. Maybe you are used to getting top 50 or something, right? You're used to getting top 50 in your division. Then you hit the Ultimate Division, and everyone is in Ultimate Division because it's like the Endgame, right? You just end in Ultimate Division, everyone is there. And now you can't even get top 50% maybe because all the players are there. But with the new Apex Division being added, you have another year to enjoy the game, to try and win, to get some rewards, to try and rank higher. And it's going to be very good for new players. It means that like you have the first 2 years of the game where you can just like not relax, but you can just like be by yourself, try to progress PvE, try to progress PvP. You don't have to worry about all the big old Kragans with accounts that are 2 or 3 or 4 years old at that point. And by the time you get to the Apex Division, if you're starting today or tomorrow or on Friday or whatever, if you're starting on Friday, then you have 2 years before you get to the Apex Division where Weak is, right? And in 2 years, it's not even sure that he's still playing or like that many of the Kragans are still playing, right? So you might have a big advantage by just getting that extra year from not having to compete with the big Kragans and the big old accounts. Even for someone like, if someone starts on Friday, by the time you get to Ultimate Division in a year, all of these like new Kragans that you see here on the leaderboards, people that have spent a lot of money, like maybe Idiatos, Advantex, Fredo, and yeah, you know, Ataria, all of these good guys here, right? They spend a lot of money and they will be in Apex Division by the time you get to Ultimate Division. So then you have another year where you can be in Ultimate Division by yourself, right? And everyone else will be in Apex Division or whatever division they might do in a year or 2 years. And yeah, it's just going to be great, especially if you spend money. Obviously, free to play won't have, you can't really compete no matter what, right? But as a like a low spender, mid spender, maybe you can have a lot of fun actually competing. As a free to play, you can progress and focus on PvE stuff and stuff like that, right? You might be able to, as a free to play, you can, with some like very good strategic choices, and by picking the right heroes and stuff like that on banners, you can compete in certain PvE areas, like Liuli. Maybe you can get top 50 or something like that, okay? But you need to spend a bit of money if you really want to win stuff, because there will always be someone spending $4,000 per month, and it's just not normal, okay? You can't you can't compete with $4,000 a month unless you're also a big spender yourself, right? It's a lot of money, so don't worry about that. But if you take anything from this video here, it is that the new Apex division will give you another year, especially if you're a new player. So you have 2 years just by yourself without having to worry about all the old Kragans and all the old accounts, all the guys right now that spent maybe 50 or 100,000 of dollars on their accounts the last few years here. You won't have to worry about them. You have plenty of time to find out if you actually like the game, if you enjoy the game. Like 2 years is a lot better than 1 year, obviously, but dedicating 2 years of your life to a gacha or to a mobile game or whatever is a lot of time. And by the time you get to Apex Division in 2 years, you will have certainly found out if you like the game or not, if you stick around or not, and you should be able to do that in 2 years, right? So at least like 1 year goes very fast. 2 years obviously goes double as long, right? But 1 year is just a bit too fast, to be honest. In this game here, you can hardly get to the end game before that year has passed. If you're free to play, your sanctuary, it won't even be like, you don't get enough Dragon X here to fill it up as a free to play. So in 1 year you will not have this maxed. You will be missing a lot of stuff. So before you would go into the ultimate division with no chances, now you have another year. So your sanctuary might be maxed at the time in 2 years that you get to the Apex division, right? So I think it's a good change. I think it's a big change, probably one of the biggest changes we've had. The division system is pretty crazy. We'll see what happens, okay? All the old people will be put into this Apex division here, and we have another year or something like that almost before all of the like newer Kragans will be joining us in Apex division. But they will be stuck in Ultimate division though, where there is no bonus, so it's gonna be the same for them. There is no 50% bonus here, so no matter what, we are still going to be not as strong, but maybe stronger in a year. So it's going to be interesting to see in a year when the people that are staying in Ultimate division, when they get to Apex division, if they can compete, right? Some of the new Kragans can compete with the old accounts that are 3 or 4 years old, because people use a lot of money and there are a lot of power creep in the game. So it's going to be interesting to see, but also we don't even know how the status is in the game in a year, right? So, but hopefully everything is good. Okay, so the final note here before I end the video, because yeah, you've got the point, right? Is this system here? I hope they bring it back, the little flower thing here, the face here. I hope they bring one flower back here for the Apex division. That could be fun to get some stuff, because getting those purple diamonds there, or the rainbow diamonds, are pretty nice, and also we get some gear here, right? So hopefully they have thought about this and they maybe give us something interesting like Eternal Stones, Mystic Stones, Echo Selection Box, something of interesting value, right? Just for being a part of the game for so a long time, right? Because by the time anyone, like it's only people that have been playing playing the game for more than 2 years, right? They'll be going to Apex division. So I think they should also reward the loyalty and for the veteran players, and not just focus on all the new stuff, right? So, but yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this. Do you think it will change anything? Which server are you on? Is this going to impact your account? Are you going to stay in Ultimate division, or are you going to be going with me into the Apex division? I think that would be nice to find out. Just a final note here before we end the video. I'm actually number 1 here at the moment. If we froze the time right now, I would have won the championship. I know it's just for fun, right? But I think it's going pretty good this time here, and we are actually killing people here left and right. So, but all of these guys here, they will be going to they'll be going to stay in the Ultimate division, and I'm going to Apex division. So from next champs, those guys won't be in my division. All right, guys, have a nice day. Cheers. Bye.